You know that, baby, you deserving the best. Yeah, yeah. Go take a look up in the mirror. You gotta see a little clearer. Who's that woman looking right back? And she's a beauty queen, bad, bad. You ain't nobody's number two. These men, they should be fighting over you. No second guessing what I'm.
These facts about Psalm chapter 118 may prove to you that the Bible is written by God. Psalm 118 is the middle chapter of the entire Bible. Psalm 117 before Psalm 118 is the shortest chapter in the Bible. Psalm 119 after Psalm 118 is the longest chapter in the Bible. The Bible has 594 chapters before Psalm 118 and 594 chapters after Psalm 118. If you add up all the chapters except Psalm 118, you get a total of 1,188 chapters. 1,188, or Psalm 118 verse 8, is the middle verse of the entire Bible. And should that central verse not have an important message, it is better to trust in the Lord.
Okay, you guys, so I already told y'all I was going to do the part 2. I'm here. Okay, let's start. So, consider the earth and give understanding unto the things which take place on it, from start to finish, how steadfast they are. And none of the things on the earth change, but all of the works of God appear to you. A lot of people are in doubt because they're afraid to believe, but I'm not going to get into that yet. Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds and dew and rain lie on it. Observe and see how in the winter all the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees, which do not lose their foliage, but retain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years until the new one comes. Hold up. But I thought science was just science, though. How is there exactly 14 classifications of, or 14 different species of evergreen trees? And y'all talk about God don't exist. But hold on. We're going to keep proving y'all wrong. Please. Anyway, I like that. Okay, and again, observe the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth. And you saw brain fart. Okay. And again, observe the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth. And you seek shade and shelter because of the heat of the sun. And the earth also burns with growing heat. So you cannot walk on the earth or on a rock because of its heat. You know how many people complain, oh man, it's so hot. Go to hell and see. You're going to be hotter than that. But anyway, people think hell is just one big joke. The sun, if you're not scared of the sun's heat, something is going on. Because baby, I know I don't like the sun. So I know hell got to be hotter than that. But we're not going to get into that. We're just going to stick to the script, okay? Yeah. Observe how the trees are covered with green leaves and how they bear fruit. Understand, know, and recognize that he that lives forever made them this way for you. Baby, that is divine creation. These plants that grow, think about bearing fruit. Women bear fruit, okay? Fruit without seeds are not going to make other fruit. That's why if you pay attention to the fruit nowadays in the stores, some of them don't even have seeds. They're sterile. So, yes, God created plants to give off more food for us to eat. He created the trees to grow the way that they grow, you know, to allow the fruit to be produced how he produces it. That's all divine creation. But y'all talking about is science. Science proves God's existence. But y'all don't like to hear that. I'm not going to say y'all, but some people don't like to hear that. But I'm going to tell it to you anyway. But you have neither held to, nor have you done the commandments of the Lord. But you have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your unclean mouths against his greatness. Oh, you have hardened your heart. You shall find no peace. So basically to the ones who, oh, God is just a state of mind. Heaven and hell ain't real. I am God. You who? Anyways, on top of that, putting your possessions before God, putting the things that you have worked hard in this, it does not matter what you work hard in this life to do or get. or accomplish. The biggest accomplishment will be hearing, "Job well done, my faithful servant." Okay? Heaven is greater than any treasure on this earth. A lot of y'all feeling good. A lot of people feeling really good because on earth they got it. They seemingly have it all. They got the followers. They got the cars, the clothes. Or they might not even have the cars and the clothes. They might just have a huge following. Talk a lot of spiritual stuff. Talk like they know what they're talking about, but they don't know God. They feel like they are God. It ain't for me to speak on. I'm just going to let God handle the God ones. Yeah. Okay, so basically when people say this is hell on earth, we've created that. Keep falling into sin. The hell on earth is because we created that. It ain't no state of mind. It ain't no state of consciousness. Cut it out. Anyway, therefore shall you curse your days. Why did I say that like that? Therefore shall you curse your days, and the years of your life shall perish, and the years of your destruction shall be multiplied, and in an eternal curse you shall find no mercy. So in an eternal curse, people who are going to be consistently, eternally living in hell, fire, God's wrath, because you know I told you, or you already know in the Bible, God's wrath comes in the form of fire. Okay? No mercy will be found in those who do not seek God on earth. God will see no mercy or have no grace for you simply because you denied him here. Okay, hold on. I had to make sure I had my spot. And in those days you shall make your names an eternal curse to all the righteous, and by you shall all who curse, and all the sinners and godless shall curse you forever. And for you, the godless, there shall be a curse. So basically, sins upon sins. It's just, we're just cursing ourselves every day. The things that we speak negatively, curses upon curses upon curses. We ain't gotta say a cuss word to curse, baby. Yeah. And all the elect shall rejoice, and there shall be forgiveness of sins only in the ones who seek Jesus Christ. That's what he's saying. Ain't no forgiveness without God, baby. Ain't no forgiveness without Jesus Christ. So snap out of it, like I said. Okay. And there shall be forgiveness of sins, and mercy, and peace, and forbearance, and joy. There shall be salvation for them. Salvation. Like and a good light. And for those who are sinners, there shall be no salvation. And there shall be a curse on you forever. But for the elect, there shall be light, joy, peace, and they shall inherit the earth. And then wisdom shall be given to the elect, and they shall all live and never gain. And they should never again sin. Either through forgetfulness or through pride. Because most of the times we sinning is being prideful. Oh, well, I could do that. It ain't no sin if I do that. Or why are he doing this? It's too much for me, baby. Step one, we're getting closer to God. Hold yourself accountable for the things you tolerated, for the things that you continue to do that's stupid, for the thoughts that you still be having, for the negative things that you still be thinking about, for the way that you treat your money. You blow your finances whenever God has already abundantly blessed. Like, come on. We put ourselves in stupid positions and want to blame God at the end of the day. But why God let all this go? God didn't do nothing to that. Please. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to let carried away because, you know, nobody going to play with my sky daddy like that. All God slander, all Jesus disrespect, you got to get up off this channel. Because I know it's going to start growing. Yeah. Anyways, the ones who thinking that they so above everybody, and thinking that they are God and they have this God consciousness, those who are given wisdom shall be humble. People who, let me tell you something. I started to deal with new age spirituality, and if you don't know what you're doing, you better sit your butt down somewhere. Because, baby, that stuff ain't nothing to play with. It's scary. And you will forever curse yourself. It could go as far as if you burning incense, if you got tarot cards, if you lighting candles and doing certain stuff, if you getting certain herbs, if you getting certain crystals, like, yes, most of those things, they're vices. They come from God. However, Satan perverted it. Now, I'm not gonna say tarot cards is of God. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. We just gotta ask for discernment and ask God to reveal to us. And ask for God to reveal to us, Lord, what is this that may be disappointing you that I do? What are my practices that I should not be practicing anymore? Father God, what is it that I should be leading myself to do? To not sin towards you anymore. Because half the time we be thinking we be doing good stuff, and baby, that stuff was taught years ago by some ancient Nephilim giants and fallen angels. Most of them practices, people, girl, most of the stuff that is new age, Satan perverted it. I'm not even gonna get into that because I'm getting a little too deep. All right, y'all, it's about to get a little juicy. Yeah. And they shall not again transgress, nor shall they sin all the days of their life, nor shall they die of the anger or wrath of God. But they shall complete the number of the days on their lives, and their lives shall be increased in peace, and their years will grow in joy and eternal gladness and peace all the days of their lives. And that's only those who are reborn again in Jesus Christ. Can't do it without Jesus. If you don't believe in God, if you don't believe Jesus Christ died on the cross, what is you doing? It ain't no brainwashing slavery tactic. Who is teaching y'all this foolishness? This is exactly what the devil wants. He just wants y'all to believe that BS. But anyway, okay. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born to them beautiful and fair daughters. Noah's generation? Oh. In Genesis 6:1, you can find that in the Bible. It correlates. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them. And the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives, all of which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Shall I elaborate? Come on, let's go. Because this is tea, honey, and it's piping hot. Yeah. Ooh, so after they lusted after them and they had sex with them and they chose their wives, they wives on earth, because you already know when God said we have sex with somebody, we become one. We are as one. That's your husband, that's your wife. Think about all the people that you done had sex with. You got a lot of husbands and wives out there. Ooh, let me get back to the thing. Anyway, and they said, let's have children with them. And Samaya, okay, who was the leader, he was the head honcho of all them fallen angels, telling them what to do, asking them if they was about that life. Okay, just too dumb and desperate, girl. Anyway, Simjaza said, did I say Samaya? Simjaza, my bad. He said to them, I fear you will not agree to this deed. They shouldn't have. Now y'all doomed for all eternity. I fear you will not agree to this deed. Basically, he guilt tripped the rest of the fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? And, well, basically, he guilt tripped the angels that fell. Fallen angels. Ugh, I said the same thing. But he basically guilt tripped them by saying, and he felt like he would have to alone pay the penalty for this great sin. So he needed people to be about that life with him. He was too scared to do it by himself and get condemned alone. So he had little followers with him. Anyway, and they answered him and said, let's all swear an oath and all bind ourselves by mutual curses so that we will not abandon this plan but do this thing. Then they all swore together and bound themselves by mutual curses. Mutual curses. Some people are in different families but share the same exact curses. I wonder why. All right. We're about to conclude these last bit of clips for part 2. Let's get it. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared in the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon or Mount Hermon, because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual curses on the act of sin. Yeah. Now, always remember, they change things up. They switch the names to stuff. They try to make things seem like it's not something when it really is. Nothing is a conspiracy. So that little clip I just showed y'all with that Paramount is owned by Viacom. Y'all gonna learn that these little movie networks, these TV show stations, and all this extra stuff, they are owned by billionaires that could cover up whatever they want. They got access to all types of documents and files. Are you crazy? So what makes you think that they don't have access to fry your brain? Switch the information up. Child, let me tell y'all something. These next few little lessons gonna get a little bit deeper, because yeah, it gets crazy up in these spiritual streets.